Hello friends, Cheryl here with Inked Pulp, and I'm back today with another video sale. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I've got books. I've got over 80 books queued up. I don't know if we'll get through them all in this video, but I do have a lot of books ready to go. And so I thought it would be good to do a video sale and let you all just claim them on a video. So before I get started, I will tell you that the lowest price book I have is $1. I think I only have one of those. I have a couple at $1.50, some at $2. The majority of the books are $3, and I have a couple that go up as high as I think $6, but that's a handful of them. So the majority of the books are going to be $3 today. These books are not so much just the old text, going back to the 18 and early 1900s. I do maybe have a few of those in here, but the majority of the books are going to be more image intense. So you can use them for, creating your journals, doing glue booking, using the images. So most of these are going to be lots of images. So let me tell you how this works. I'm going to go through each book and I'm going to call out the number of the item. This happens to be number 101 and it's $3. Okay. And then I'll flip through the book and tell you the copyright and the size. And if you like it and you want it, just go into the comments and leave a comment for me saying, all you have to do is put the number. You can go through a few books, and if you get 3 or 4 you like, you can press the enter and send the comment. You can do them one at a time. I wouldn't recommend watching all the way through to the end and then sending me the books that you want, because they may be gone by that time. It's first come, first serve. So if you see this one, you say, oh, I want that one, and just put 101 in the comments, press enter, and keep watching the video. You can do that right as you're watching the video. That way you're more likely to get it because you'll be early on in the claiming, especially some of the more popular books. I will send you a note back that says, thank you, you won that book. And I'll put it in your box for shipping. All shipping will be done media mail to give you better shipping, unless if it's less expensive, if you buy a lot of books and it's less expensive to do a flat rate priority box, then I'll do that. And that can happen. So when I'm creating your invoice, I will check to see what shipping is best, and I'll give you the best rate possible. I don't make any money on shipping. I don't charge a handling charge. There's no upcharge for shipping. I send out invoices via Square, and you can pay with any credit card. It's a secure site, and once your invoice is paid, then I will ship your books. If you're new with me and you've not bought from me before, I will need you to email me to inkedpulp@gmail.com, your full name, your email address. And if you go by a different name on YouTube, tell me your YouTube name, and then I need your shipping address to mail out your packages. Okay, and if you have any questions, send me an email. You can also reach me via Messenger at Inked Pulp on Facebook Messenger, and I will get it that way. So be sure and reach out if you have any questions. All right, let's get started. So like I said, it is first come, first serve. And so whichever comment comes in first, that's who's going to get the book. All right. All right, let's start with the first one. This is going to be item number 101. It's $3. The book is 8.5 inches wide by 11 1/4. And the spine is just a hair under an inch. Okay. So let me give you a quick flip through. Again, this is item number 101. Now, it does have some issues here, but you can glue that on, or if you're going to use it for the images and cut it up, then, this won't matter. All right, so this is all you know, about England. Just different. Oh, there's Stonehenge. Beautiful images in here. There's the Tower of London. Beautiful countrysides. If you do glue books and you need a lot of backgrounds, these make beautiful, beautiful backgrounds. Or if you're going to do a masterboard, you could cut these up into squares and collage down the squares and then cut up your tags from that. Oh, there's Big Ben. Okay, so lots and lots of images. A slight gloss on the page. I wouldn't say they were highly glossy, but a little bit. You can see that in the light. It's not a high gloss, though. All right, this is number 101, and it's $3. Let's go to the next one. This is going to be 102, and it is also $3. And the size on this book is, I was doing centimeters on the other one. This is going to be 10 3/4 by 8.5. And the spine is just about a 1/2 inch. This one is a paperback. Okay. And it's all about old radios. So if you're like to fussy cut and old vintage stuff, there's a Pepsi. Old vintage radios excite you. You can, fussy cut these out of here and use them again in your, these would be great in vintage journals, on tags, on glue booking. So it is 102, number 102, and it is $3. All right, let me go back to this first one, England in color. Let me measure it in inches because I measured it in centimeters for some silly reason. It is 8. It's a little over 8 3/4 by 11 1/4. So basically 8.5 by 11, roughly. And it's 3/4 inch spine. This is a small paperback as well. It is number 103, and it is also $3. And it's going to be a little over 8 1/4 by 10 3/4. And the spine is going to be real small, 1/4 inch spine. Okay, this is Learn to Paint Countryside in Watercolor. So if you're wanting to learn some watercolor, this would be a great book to give you some techniques, but it's also great for the images. I mean, just look at that image. How beautiful. Oh, look at the dandelions, the Queen Anne's lace, the nest. I mean, it's just got some really beautiful images in here that you could fussy cut, or you can learn to watercolor them. Some cows. I love this image. I think that is so much fun. And the rooster. And more roosters. Okay. So again, that is number 103, and it's $3. Again, just put the number in the comments that you would like, and I will let you know if you've got it. All right, this is an old yearbook, and I had to take off the front and back covers because the material was almost like a fake suede or something like that. It was dark brown, and it was deteriorating so much. I laid it on my lap, and I picked it up off my lap, and my pants were covered dark brown. So it was coming off. There's some bits of it there, and it just was, coming off. So I just took the cover off. But this is 1919 is when this yearbook was from. It's number 105 and it's $3. And it is 7 3/4 by 10 1/4. And the spine is about 3/4. Look at those signatures in there. Okay, so this is a 1919 called the Florentine. Oh, there's an extra little tag you get in there. And it's got, everybody's pictures, like any, but look at all the great pictures from 1919. And this is only $3. So you get all those images that you can fussy cut. Some trophies. This must be baseball team. Oh, look at her. Isn't that a fun picture? So some really fun pictures in here. You got a football player, the literary society. That would be a fun one to cut out and make a pocket of. Got some advertising in the back. Oh, they have a lot of advertising. Oh, and they've got pictures of some of the kids as babies. So lots of fun stuff in here. That's a cute picture. Lots of fun stuff in here. So this is number 105 and it's $3. I still have remnants from that yearbook. All right, this is, I can't read it. I don't know if it's Russian or Polish. You got a postcard from the city in here. That was just in there. I don't. This is number 104. It is also $3. And wherever this is, I don't. Oh, this looks like there's something been cut out of this one page here. The rest of it, I think, is all intact. So there's just different. Oh, there's another one out. Somebody had been cut. Oh, look at the girls. Isn't that gorgeous? And the little girls in their native dress. Some beautiful architecture. There's some plates, some artwork, some paintings, illustrations. So all kinds of fun ephemera that you can get out of this one. Beautiful landscape, churches. Wow, that's a beautiful church. All right, so that is that one. Let me give you the measurements. It is 8.5 wide by 11 3/4 tall. And the spine is 1/2 inch. Okay, once again, that's number 104 for $3. All right, this is a fun one. This is Kids of the Korean War. And this is 106 and it is going to be $4. So you get some beautiful end pages. And you've got a lot of Korean writing in here. There is English at the back, but for ephemera and using, foreign writings, you've got lots of Korean text. And there are images in here as well. So there's one there. Here's some more images of the little kid. Oh, that's cute. On a sling. So there are images in the book. And then there's this image section. So it does have a little ribbon bookmark in it. So these are images from the Korean War. Little kids. Oh, the little kids. Okay. And then I think the book is reproduced. What was in Korean at the front is in English at the back. So that is number 106. It is $4, and it is 7 3/4 by 10 1/4. And the spine is 3/4 of an inch. Okay. I found some really interesting books, and this is one of them. This is a fun book. Let me get the measurements right away. It's about 7 3/4 by 11 1/4. And it is about a ½ inch wide, or spine. Beastly Feast, a mischievous menagerie in rhyme. This one is $7. So this is one of the more high-end books, and it's, I don't know why this one shouldn't be $7. That's too high. This one is, I don't see my pen handy, but I'm gonna pull it out so that I remember. This is $3. I don't know, maybe because it was 107 and I put 7 on there twice. This is $3. And this is just some fun, mischievous animals. And a gorilla, the monkeys, and a newt. So some fun images, especially if you do glue booking. These are some, look at the hippo. You know what I haven't been doing? None of these books have been really old. I forgot to give you the copyrights on the first few. So if you want copyrights on the first few up to number 107, drop me a note and I'll get it for you, but they're not that old. This is copyright 207 or 2007. Okay, I'm going to put this one over here since, oh, there's my pen right there. Okay, that one's going to be $3. All right. This one is Bernard Maybeck, a visionary architect. 9.5 by 11 by 3/4. It is number 108, and it is $3. Okay, this also is a paperback. Look at that. Let's see if we've got a 1907. So this one, oh, no, 1996 was the first paperback edition. So this was printed in 1996. But it's just all architecture and rooms. Look at that. If you guys do glue books where you take rooms and then put things in them, this would be a gorgeous book for that. But there's all sorts of rooms and different building materials, different architectural styles. Oh, that's a pretty door. That would be pretty in a jar. There's some more rooms, a staircase. So it's just, oh my gosh, look at that. Wouldn't you just love to live in that? I'd love to live in it, but I wouldn't want to have to clean it. As long as I could have servants to take care of it, then, oh, look at that dining room. Again, if you do glue booking with rooms, this would be a beautiful book for that. Beautiful book nonetheless. You could set this out on your coffee table and just have it to look at. All right, it's number 108, and it is $3. All right, FMR, Franco Maria Ricci. It's number 109, and it's $3. And the book is 9 inches by 11 3/4. Little over, about a 1/4 inch spine, maybe a hair bigger. Okay, $109 for $3. And the copyright on this, I think, is going to be pretty. Lots of ads in this. I guess this is more like a magazine, I think, than it is a book. Lots of fun ads for things to cut out. Oh, isn't she pretty? But then it gets into the artwork. It's like Neptune. Yep, there he is. That's pretty. And here we go. Some sculptures by this Maria lady. Could fussy cut all these guys. Oh, look at this. She's pretty. And there's some more. Okay, so lots. I won't go through every page, so it'll give you a little surprise. The Noblest Breed. So that is FMR. Oh, this is December 1984. It's number 109, and it's $3. Some of these books are quite large. This is Don Hedgecoe's new book of photography. It is 11 1/4 by 9 1/4, and the spine is just about 1 inch. This is number 110, and it's going to be $4. Retailed for $29.95. And it is copyright 1994. So first he's got camera. He's got all the equipment up front. There may be some good fussy cuts in there. And then, so he's talking about photography. Look at that. Look at the colors in these images. They're just amazing. So he talks about how to take good photography and, different lighting. So the front is all of that. And then how to style portraits. Taking black and white. Here we go. Group portraits. There's some pretty pictures. Okay, and then we're getting into the still life. And some of these images are just wonderful. Oh, I love that. I really love that. I haven't been through all of these books, so I've leafed through them, but. So this is all a section on still life. Here's landscapes. Landscape gallery. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just got some really pretty stuff in here. So we've got landscapes, we've got image manipulation, how to manipulate your image. Oh, look at that puppy dog. And the kitty cat. And you got some tigers, just all sorts of fun imagery in here that you can cut out. Either fussy cut, or you can cut squares and rectangles and do collage with that. I like her. I like that. All right, so that is number 110, and it is $4. You know what's funny? This ink looks red on the camera, at least on my screen that I'm looking at. It's actually black. Whoops. My stand with the camera on it. Oh, this is a big one. All right. Visiting Our Past, America's History Lands. These green, some of these I took off. I didn't take this one off. These are not my pricing. In fact, I don't even know if that's what I paid. 8 3/4 by 11. And about 1 1/4 spine. And as a reminder, just put your number in the comments for if you see something you like. And if you're new, be sure and send me your information to this email address. Or if you have questions, you can email me there. All right, let's see what this copyright is. This is done by the National Geographic Society. Copyright 1977 and 86. So it looks like it was reproduced in 86. So we've just got, again, lots of beautiful imagery. National Geographic, you can't go wrong. Homes. Oh, look at that. Native American in her log cabin. And the boats and the mountains. That's pretty. That's really pretty. I love that picture of the apothecary. I wish I could have that notebook. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Eastward. I don't know what that is, what kind of machine that is, but anyway, just lots of pictures of how things used to be back in the day. So just some really beautiful, beautiful pictures. This looks like the Civil War. More beautiful doors. So anyway, that's a nice big book with lots of images in it. And again, it is number 111 for $4. This next one, I know a lot of people will like this because they love birds. This is Birds of the Gulf Coast. It is about 9 1/4 wide and 11 3/4 tall. And it is 3/4 of an inch spine. Okay, this is number 112. It is also $4. Original retail was $39.95. Let's see if we can get a copyright on this. Copyright 2001. Oh, a pelican. Those pelicans. So in here you will find a ton of birds to fussy cut. I mean, there's just bird after bird after bird. And the thing I like about this book is that they're all sizes. Like there's a little one, there's some kind of medium, and then you've got a larger one. Oh, look at these guys. Those are night herons. But then you've got this guy who's a lot smaller. Oh. These are immature great egrets. So they're babies or juveniles. Look at the owls. And the baby owls here. Pretty cardinal. So anyway, just a book full of birds. Oh, that bird's eating a fish. That one's eating a crab. Female cardinal. I know that because we have them all over here. The red ones and the females. Females never get the pretty plumage. because they always get the final say in who their mate is. So the mates have to be very colorful and attractive. Oh, look at the vibrant blue. All right, so this is, again, number 112. It's $4, Birds of the Gulf Coast. I'm almost through my first stack of books. This one is number 113. It's $4, and it's Southern Antiques and Folk Art. This one is 12 inches wide by 12 and a quarter tall. And the spine is just under an inch. This one is a hardcover. Okay. Oh, pretty. So there's some beautiful images. There's some, this is just all things like art collectible and folk art from the South. There's a tobacco can. Green River, the whiskey without a headache. Here's an old jug of Jack Daniels. There's some needlework, more needlework. That's really pretty. The old spinning wheels. Some old kettles, and so just some black and white, some color. These are pretty. I can think of so much to do with this stuff. Oh, these would be fun to fussy cut and put in a glue book. Some rooms. There's a beautiful room that you could decorate in a glue book. Another beautiful room and some old chairs, tables. So this is the furniture part. Okay, so that is number 113. It is $4, and that is called, oh, look at that, the Southern Antiques and Folk Art. This one's kind of fun. I think this is one of my lower price books. Illustrated World of Wild Animals. Yeah, this one's only $2, and it's in rough shape. It's got some tape here holding it together, but it's got some wonderful images. If you like to do books with animal images, I mean, just look at that. Isn't that cool? Polar bear, an owl. Look at this. You've got a panda bear. Yeah, it's in rough shape. It's been torn a little bit here. I don't think through the whole thing, though. There's an owl. Some more birds. There's flamingos, monkeys. Oh, there's an ibex, an otter. Oh, this is called a genet. I've never heard of that. Turtles. Ooh, that's a nasty looking snake. Oh, it's telling you where they are. This is Central and South America. Oh, look at that guy. African. Oh, there's a giraffe. The gorilla, the tiger, the snow leopard, humpback whale. So this is just all over the world and different animals. So this is number 114. It's $2. And the copyright on it is 1988. And did I give you the measurements? It is 8 3/4 by 11 1/4. Okay, and again, it's number 114 for $2. Oh, last one on this pile. This is Return to Big Grass, and it is just about 11 1/2 by 9 1/2, and the spine is 3/4. Okay, this is number 115, and it is $4. And the copyright on this is 1986. Although some of this work, they've got in here a little thing about Ducks Unlimited Incorporated. Has been around since 1937. What did I say the title of this? Return to Big Grass. I've seen this before. This is out of copyright, I think. I've seen this in other places. Oh, that's pretty. Nighttime. Winter. Oh, there's the dog. Got the pheasant. So it looks like this is mostly like ducks and pheasant and game birds. Those are pretty. You can fussy cut those. Some black and white. Oh. Cute little bunny. Oh, alligator. Oh, look at that flamingo. That's pretty. All right. So this one was number 115, and it is $4. Okay. So what happened to 115? Oh, no, that was 115. I'm sorry. 115 for $4. This is 116. This is Buster Bears' Twins. This is an old one. I thought this would make a fun journal cover for like a whimsical book. This one's going to be a little bit older. It is 5 1/2 by 8 1/4. And it's got a 1 1/2 inch spine. It's number 116, and it's $2. I love this page. It's real, it's almost like cardstock, these first pages. There's a number 1926 is the copyright on this one. And it's a larger print. It's a kid's book, obviously a reader. But just look at the aging on these pages. Lots of aging, large print. And this paper, I don't know what kind. I don't know the types of paper very well, but it's a thick paper. It feels smooth, but you can almost see a little bit of the fibers in it. And I saw an illustration here. Maybe I didn't. Here's one. There we go. But yeah, this would be great to do an altered book with. Oh, something in here. This is the Biltmore Station Annex Buster Bear book. Oh my gosh. Well, you're getting a good deal on this one. Let's see what date this is. I don't see a date on. Oh, 2/4/2000. Somebody paid $45 for this book. Wow. I think I lowballed it. All right. This next book, this is Sweet Tea for the Soul. It is 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, and the spine is 3/4. This is $3. It's number 117. And it's just all sorts of quotes. These would be great to put in your journals. Flattery is like chewing gum. Enjoy it, but don't swallow it. If you wanted to feel at home, you should have stayed there. Oh, remember to load your brain before you shoot your mouth off. Now there's a good one. If you're trapped in a loveless marriage, you better learn how to make pie. What did the snail say when it was riding on the tortoise's back? Whee! The love of our neighbor is the only door out of the dungeon of self. A friend in need is a friend indeed. I think we've all heard that. When we have nothing left but God, we discover that God is more than enough. Anyway, lots of fun quotes in here. That is number 117, and it's $3. I might have to write down some of those quotes before I send it out. All right, this is the Brothers Karamazov. This is 118, and it's $3. And this is one of those old ones that I don't know if there are any illustrations in here, but yeah, 1929. This is the first modern library edition. So this is a first edition of sorts. 118, $3. Really thin paper. Really thin paper. Got great coloring around the edges. This would be good for using as book page in your journals. But it's 1929 first modern library edition. And did I give the number again? Number 118, $3. All right, this is College Readings on Current Problems. This is 119, and it's only $2. Copyright 1925. The only reason I put this in here is just for the great book pages in it. They're aged. It's a nice size. They're nice size pages for making tags, envelopes. You could alter this book. It's got a pretty nice cover on it. You could alter this book and make a journal out of it. Okay, it's $119, and it's $2. Okay, this one's called Covered Bridges of New England. This one is 8 1/4 by 7 1/2. It's number 120, and it's $3. And this is a much newer book. It is copyright 2008. So this is just all covered bridges, beautiful covered bridges. You could cut some of these out and use them. Oh, that one's fallen over. That white one. You could fussy cut them and use them. You could use the whole page. You could make beautiful, beautiful envelopes out of these. You could make great journal cards or tags. Okay, so that's just all covered bridges. That one's 120, and it's $3. And this one I wasn't sure if anybody would be interested in. This really isn't for crafting. How to open and operate a home-based craft business. It's number 121. It's going to be $3. The copyright is 1994, so it's a bit dated. Might not have a lot of social media stuff in here, but there's some great worksheets, startup costs, credit and borrowing, how to name your business, just useful publications from the IRS. So just some great stuff in there if you're looking to open and start a home-based business. Again, that's number 121 and it's $3. All right, analytic geometry. This one's old. That comes up there. 6 inches by about 8 3/4. The spine is 3/4. So the reason this is 122 and it's $3. The copyright on this one is 1948. I thought this one had lots of great symbols and math stuff and drawings, and I thought these images would be really fun to use, or some of this, make a little envelope out of it and have the mathematical formulas. All right, 122, $3. All right, I'm going to stop here in a little bit. I'm going to get through this pile that I'm on now, and then I'll come back later and do the rest of them. I'm starting to fade. Here's an old Girl Scout handbook. This is 5 inches by 7.5, and the spine is 1.5. Now it is coming apart here, so you would probably have to glue that back together, but I think that's just glue. I just bought some bookbinders tape. I think you could glue the spine and then just put some bookbinders tape. This book was 65 cents when it was first sold, and it's copyright 1940. And it's just all about the Girl Scouts, skills, references, the different badges that you can get. Here's a troop meeting. So just all the different things, music and dancing, literature and dramatics, international friendship, homemaking, stain removal, hints for the handy woman. So lots of fun stuff in here, how to set a table. All right, so that one is going to be, this is the inside page needs to be glued down. This is number 123. This one is $6 because of the age and what it is. I think I had to pay up a little bit for that, even though it's in rough shape, but it's $6. Okay, this one's old. It's the new physical geography. We'll see new as of when. This is about 5 inches by 7.5, and the spine is 1.5. This is number 124. It's $3. I think it's 1919, but Yep, 1919. So this is really got some great images for kind of like scientific, images, and the pages are so slick and soft, and they've got just a little tiny bit of shine on them. They're not super matte, but they're not glossy either. So it's just a lot of geology. Was this geology or geography? So the topology maps, I learned how to read those in college, but I couldn't for the life of me tell you how now. Anyway, lots of great black and white images. The new physical geography from 1919 is $3 and it's number 124. All right, this is Felicity Discovers a Secret. This is much more recent. This one's only $1.50. It's number 126. And copyright 2002. And the reason I grabbed this one, oh, here's some things that you could make, was because of all the images in it, the people images. So you can fussy cut. There's some glasses and there's Felicity, I guess. There's Felicity and somebody. So anyway, this is $1.50. All right. I was going through my books and I found this one first, and then in another box I found this one. They look identical, but they're different books, just in a series, I think. So we'll look at this one first. This is called A Poor Wise Man. It is 5 1/4 by 7 3/4 and a 1 1/4 inch spine. This is all embossed. You can probably see that. It's just a beautiful book. The spine is embossed as well. This is number 125 and it is $6. 1920 is the copyright. And I didn't notice any images in here, but the paper, it's kind of rough, you know. I need to go to a library or something and take some books with different papers and have someone help me identify them. It's kind of rough though. And some of the edges are deckled. It looks like they had perforated them and then cut along the perforations. But good for an altered book with that cover. This would be great for an altered book. Good for collaging with the papers. So this is number 125 and it is $6. Now, its sibling book is called The Man in Lower 10. Same dimensions. It's a number 170, so the numbers are out of order only because by the time I found this one, it was way past. But it's the same. Copyright 1909. And it's the same same deal with the paper. But it's got this beautiful this image in the middle, this part is the same on both books. It's just the title that's different. This one's in a little better shape, but not a lot. There's some wear on them. But this one is, what did I say? Number 170 for $6, and this is 125 for $6. Right. I'm going to get through this pile and then I'm going to take a break and then I'll come back. Probably, well, I have to go sit at the DMV all day tomorrow. I got to go get my real ID. So I don't know if I'll be able to film tomorrow. We'll get this one up and get this going. All right, this is In Darkest London. 127, $3. Oh, she was fancy for her time, wasn't she? That's the author of the book. March 1927. So it's got some great, again, this is like It's like rough paper. It's not, I mean, it's not super rough, but it's not smooth by any means. It's a much rougher paper, so I don't know what that means as far as the paper, but the aging around the edges is just yummy. Little problem with the spine there, but that is number 127, and it's $3. All right. Oh, this is a great book. This is number 128, and it's $3. This is called The Book Lover's List from the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And it's like books you want to buy. This is a list, and it's not been used. So books you want to buy, books to borrow. You could count audiobooks in here too. Books by topic that you're interested in. Books for children. Books to give as gifts. Books lent and books borrowed. Bookstores. Recordings to buy. And computer software to buy. So this is a great little, you know how sometimes I'll be reading in a magazine and I'll get to their book review section and I think, oh, that sounds interesting. I want to get that. And I would love to have a little book like this sitting by me so that I could just jot it down, and because I always forget. Say, oh, I'd like to get that one, and then I don't ever remember. All right, so this one is about 4 1/4 by about 7 and a 1/2 inch spine. The front cover, I don't know if you took like a cloth and kind of maybe some wax and put on that. It looks aged on the cover, but it's just all these different lists in here. Some illustrations that you could cut out if you wanted to, but I think this is just a great book. It's number 128, and it's $3. All right, we are at it's 5:25 my time, and we've been going for 57 minutes. So this is about an hour-long video. I don't want to go much longer than this, and I've still got a whole bookcase beside me full of books. So I will be doing more of these. If you want me to hold your books until you've had a chance to see all the videos, just let me know. Or if you want me to go ahead and mail it, and then next time, I mean, it could be a week or so before I get another video up. So we'll see. But just let me know, and I can do it either way. I'm flexible. All right. Thank you all for watching. Again, my email is inkedpup@gmail.com. If you need to reach me, if you need to give me your contact information, you have a question. I thank you for being here and watching and buying the books. And I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so you get a notice when I post other videos. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.